Hello, my name is Linda Ellis, and this is Artifact 6. Artifact 6 covers Standards 3.1, 3.3, and 3.4, and Criterion 8, 10, and 11. I'll start with Standard 3.1. With this artifact, I was tasked with creating mini lessons that would focus on digital citizenship. This mini lesson focuses on empathy. Students will learn protocols, guidelines for online interactions, and discussions. This mini lesson, I've already said this mini lesson will focus on empathy, what it is and why it is important to be empathetic to others. You can see right here, my activity description is my direct instruction to my students. We are talking about what we are actually going to do. I will introduce the lesson. Then we'll have a presentation with the words empathy on it. Social clues will be displayed. I'm going to be teaching the students about empathy, not just online. It's focused online and technology. But I also want them to understand that empathy is in person as well. So I will ask the students if they know what that means. They can discuss it with their neighbors if they want, because some people will know, some people will not. Excuse me. So then we will discuss how being empathetic is not only when you're speaking to others face to face, but also online or through any form of technology, actually. So students will go on their Chromebook, will go to Kahoot. We will actually play a game of Kahoot. It's going to give them some different scenarios just to kind of lead us in our discussion. And Kahoot allows you to put images with the questions as well, so I really like that. So after students respond, we're going to have a class discussion over why the answer chosen as the best answer was the correct answer, and ask the students then to write on their paper beside that scenario how they would have handled that situation. And that just brings into a conversation of maybe what you should have done or how you could have handled that better, and really define the word empathy when we're discussing it. So below you can see that I provided a framework for my students and guidelines to use online, which can be used in person as well. One of the things that we talked about was providing a guideline protocol to students to help them be more empathetic while online. One of the things that I showed them was what I had found, and it's called HERE. And it stands for, the H stands for halt, just stop and think, listen. The E is for engage. Actually listen to the speaker or read what's being said. And honestly, you could be even on a video chat, a Zoom, anything like that. So just actively listen to them. Anticipate what they may say so that you can try to become more engaged. And then replay it in your head before you actually respond. And once again, this is not just in person. This is technology as well. Whether it's through a text, you can stop and pause, think before you respond. A video, an email, anything like that, you can use these for. Another one, some guidelines maybe, if it's a video, make sure the video's on. Sometimes you hear something, but when you see them, you may take it a different way, or realize maybe you were taking it the wrong way. And you also just need to have other forms of communication available, because not everyone likes texting, not everyone likes emails, not everyone likes Zoom, things like that. So just make sure you have another way to communicate with those people. So I also have shown direct evidence of my students using these guidelines. You can see right here that we have some samples of what I had in the Kahoot game that we could talk about. So they actually practiced what we talked about and then discussed what they had chosen. So that really helped a lot. So my next one is Standard 3.3. ISTE Criterion 10. Still Artifact 6, I was tasked with creating a mini lesson that would focus on digital citizenship. This mini lesson focuses on copyright laws. You can see that I have my instruction. We are going to focus on how have copyright laws changed in the past 30 years. Why has that changed in the past 30 years? So we will talk about things that have changed every 10 years, and the students will be assigned a period of time that they will look and see any new laws or how copyright laws have changed. We will talk about why we have copyright laws. You know, that is someone's intellectual property. What does intellectual property even mean? Kids today, they don't quite understand because everything's available at their fingertips, and they feel like if it's there, I can take it. And so we are going to be learning why that is not ethical to do that. So you'll see that in my mini lesson, I will discuss with my students why following copyright laws are necessary and ethical. You just need to make sure that you're doing it. So each group, they'll be divided, as I said, into groups, and they'll research information regarding copyright laws, what they were, if they were revised in that time period, and why was it revised. And we'll get back to the whole technology has changed. Technology has changed through many, many years now. And as technology changes, some of these laws, some of these other things may change as well. Other things will be added into those laws, I would think. So the last one for Artifact 6 is Standard 3.4 ISTE Criterion 11. I was tasked with creating mini lessons that would focus on digital citizenship, and this is an important one. This mini lesson focuses on protecting personal data and digital identity, and you can see from my mini lesson here, it's focused on that digital footprint and why is it important. Our focus question is, how are your digital footprints used? Students don't even really know what we mean when we say digital footprint, I learned. So the related questions were, what is your digital footprint? Many students could not answer that. Is everything you post online or search for a part of your digital footprint? Does my digital footprint ever go away? Students were shocked to find out, no, it follows them through life. So my activity description is, I was asking the students what they think it meant, explain that in this lesson they will learn what a digital footprint is, and they will learn about all their very own technology tale. And we did this by actually watching a video. So give students a handout, and it has a video, a link to the video in the articles. And they'll actually be listening to these on their own and writing on their own. And then they're going to take a poll at the end that they're going to tell me, the 3 takeaways, 2 questions, and, the 3, 2, 1. And one thing they would like more information on. And this would help me to continue with some lessons on any of these, actually. But specifically for this one, on their digital footprint, because I found that students really was intrigued by how things follow them online, as they saw in these videos right here. Digital citizenship, why is it important? They really liked the technology tale as a digital footprint story. And then we also looked at an article, what is a digital footprint, and everything you need to know by the Go Guardian team that we looked at. So I definitely feel like I showed a clear picture of how I mentor my own learners regarding their use of intellectual property, and I provided examples of direct instruction for this. And provided learners information on how to keep their digital identity and their personal data safe.